Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Got an episode of Lifts and Levels for you. Today we're going to do a 2015 Toyota Tundra. With this one, this is for one of our dealerships built down in Fond du Lac, and they didn't want to go crazy. They wanted to stay a little bit lower, so we decided to work with them on a 4-inch. So what we've got here is the 4-inch FabTech lift kit. What that's going to be is some knuckles, some control arms and ball joints, and then some rear stealth shocks. Now this particular kit, it's got spacers blocks for the rear and then also spacers for the front struts. This particular kit is specific to the TRD models. So this will be for the 07 to 15, but then this one's specific to the TRD. And you'll see that in the descriptions. The price tag on this one is right around $1,300 for the parts. So you're spending about the same amount of money as you would for a 6-inch. So when you decide to go 4 versus 6, it's usually not a financial decision when you're still doing a full knuckle lift, but it's more about the size that you want to get. So we'll go through and you guys can watch Cody install this one, and then what we're going to end up doing is some 20x10s and some 305/55s. So we'll show you some of the trimming and fitment on that too with the 4-inch. One of the things that you're going to see is the FabTech, you know, they put this right in the details. With this knuckle lift, they're still not going to push out the front track width at all, so you won't have to do spacers in the rear. So we'll show you that one, but you'll see with most of our Chevy knuckle lifts, you do have to add a spacer to the rear. Otherwise, you end up having where the front end is, you know, dog tracking way out, that bulldog look, and then the end of the truck is sucked in. So we'll show you that when this one is all done, that the front and rear still track together. That's one of the cool parts about this 4-inch FabTech.
Roller to the wood and it flexed out. Rims so big and the windows black. Got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom offsets, team chances, the genie on top of it now. We ain't never gon' fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
So as you guys saw, we just put in that 4-inch FabTech in this 2015 Toyota Tundra. So what you're talking about is those upper control arms, and then it's gonna have the knuckles. So I mean, all the components you saw are basically the same you're gonna see for a 6-inch lift. So a lot of times when you're thinking about doing 4 or 6-inch, you're gonna mostly be looking at like the height as far as climbing up and down into this thing, because this is still super easy to get into. As far as when you start to get up to the 6-inch level, it's more of a hop to jump into the vehicle. So I think when people pick a 4-inch lift, it's because they're wanting to do like a 10-inch wheel like we did, and it's because they're wanting to do just like a 33 or a 305 55 like we did on this one. It's not because they're trying to save money, because that 4-inch is a full suspension lift on a truck like this, especially since it's a TRD and everything, that it made more sense. I mean, we went with the, and you guys probably saw that, but we went with the stealth shocks in the rear. And the goal was not to save money. It was to create this look that we ended up with this Tundra. So you can kind of take a look around it. I'm just gonna turn the wheels straight so that you can see the stance of this truck, because that's something to mention too. So with that lift, it's the FabTech lift, so it does not push out the front knuckles at all. Does not push out. It keeps the track width that it has stock. So you'll notice that the rears still come out a little bit more. If you look on the fender line, the rears come out a little bit more than the fronts do. So just know that when you go into this, that it's going to have kind of that the wider rear look to it, which we've just been loving. The other thing we noticed is the rear of the truck is up just a little bit. So with that 4-inch FabTech, it keeps some of the rake of the vehicle, which to me just gives it a really badass Baja kind of look. And all the guys here at the shop have been really impressed with that lift as far as how the end product turned out, both the stance and just kind of how the vehicle sets and everything like that. So that's another episode of Lifts and Levels. That is your 4-inch FabTech on your 2015 Toyota Tundra, and that's a wrap. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, tell your friends about us, please. Peace.